Hi, my name is Katy Ibanez, and today I'll be presenting my first persuasive speech. Today I have two friends watching with me, and if you could just introduce yourself, ladies.
Hello, I'm Ashley.
Hello, I'm Roche.
Thank you for joining me. Remember when reading was real? Remember stacks of books piled on shelves almost to the ceiling? Remember the smell of a paper-bound book, the aroma of those soft pages, or the crack of a freshly opened hardbound book? Remember sneaking a flashlight under the blanket so you could finish just one more chapter before you fell asleep? Those are good memories. But the experience today of reading is very different. Nowadays, a lot of people are choosing to get their books electronically, either on their phones or tablets, but reading electronically pales in comparison to the experience of having a physical book. You just can't have that same connection. Also, paper books are not susceptible to the failures of electronic books like low power outages or viruses, low resolution. And most importantly, books preserve history. They preserve a humanity and an art that electronic books just cannot do. A hallmark of American cinema in almost every book or every movie, whenever there's an eclectic, clever character, almost always that character has an office filled with floor-to-ceiling bookshelves with hardbound books, just colorful ones from top to bottom. Books are synonymous with intelligence. Everybody knows that a bookworm is a smart cookie. And they say you can't judge a book by its cover, but writers put just as much work into the content of their book as they do into the art. And that art on the cover of a book is also something we need to preserve. It is a form of human expression. And that's very important for us to make sure that we continue on in our journey as mankind. So let's think about the connection you can have through books. A person cannot scroll through your reading list and find out what type of books you're in. I mean, that's not something we commonly do. Most of us keep our tablets and phones private. But a friend could certainly peruse through your bookshelf and find that you guys have something in common, or they might even want to borrow a book and enjoy a good read. So physical books also help us bond with one another. Very important elements to think about. Now, imagine having some free time, because that's something a lot of us don't have. I'd love to read more, but just don't have the free time to do it. So imagine taking some time for yourself and you say, I'm going to read that book that I've been trying to finish for weeks. You get your tablet and it's got a virus. It's virtually useless. A paper book would never do that to you. So never fail. Paperbacks will never fail you. Imagine being on a 4-hour flight and losing power on your tablet. Now you're bored. Sit back and relax with a paperback. That is my saying. A paper book will never ever fail you. It is the most reliable way to read. This week, Americans and people all over the world watched helplessly as the Notre Dame Cathedral burned. Why was that so important? Because it's a part of human history. It's a historical site. It is homage to worship that does no longer exist. Books are that important. In Nazi Germany, there were book burnings because people realized if you are able to destroy the culture and traditions and history of a people, then you ruin them as a whole. That is why we have to preserve paper books, to make a permanent record of our victories, our triumphs, and our mark on the world. Use paper books. Share them with friends. Proudly display them in your home. Make reading a part of your life and enjoy it in a paper form. I promise you, you would never ever be able to have that experience with an electronic book.